Hi, guys. Welcome back to episode 5. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for the 400 plus followers on Instagram.
Thank you, guys. That
Thank
actually
you
means
very
a lot
much.
to us.
Yeah. We love that because we literally started Shot Ones from 0. Also, I would like to say thank you for the 1,000 plus followers on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And we're about to hit
100
on
YouTube.
YouTube. You know, so if anybody knows, I used to have a YouTube channel and it was called Jodye Vlogs that I started in what year did I start it in?
In 2018?
I had just probably met you maybe a little bit before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me that the hardest thing on YouTube is to get to 100 subscribers. And once you hit the 100 subscribers, everything just starts flowing more easily. And we're about to hit 100 subs. So we're very excited about that. If y'all haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. We will put our handles down below so y'all can go ahead and follow us.
I mean, I feel like once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be all right. YouTube, we're lacking on a little bit. So please follow us on YouTube, guys. We hate to be those girls, but we need help on YouTube. We're doing good on Instagram. We're doing good
comment, subscribe, positive, negative, motivational, whatever. Anything counts. Just something.
Y'all can tear our ass up. It's okay.
We're used to it already. So please do.
Tear us up.
Yes.
So, do you know who I wanted? Who are you listening to right? Actually, you've been playing him all day. Yahir, been playing him all day.
I have. I did play most of his songs all day today while I was getting ready.
I think everybody, can you give me a little background on Yahir? I think you might have, who was the first person to actually, damn, I don't remember. It might have been you, or it might have been my homies that work over at RCA. Sent me this clip on TikTok. Oh, I'm lying.
No. Hold on. It was Miguel. Miguel es el que te dijo de este muchachito de Tamaulipas.
Yes, so Miguel is the guy who introduced us. He was shooting a video. He had Ari, who is now signed to Afinarte, who I'm managing now. But at the time, Ari was signed to him. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this before. Me and Jodye actually met.
That's actually how we met.
We met on this video, on this video set. And Miguel had sent me a DM randomly months ago. And he sent me, I forgot what cumbia it was, but he sent La Cumbia del Pato or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was like, YaYa. And I screenshotted.
And he called it and he was going to blow up.
Yeah, I screenshotted the message. I can literally look it up in my phone. And he was like, this kid from Tamaulipas is about to blow up. He's doing corridos bélicos. And I'm like, what the? Or he's doing cumbias bélicas. Cumbias bélicas. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, cumbia bélica? What the fuck? It's every month it's I feel like it's a new subgenre of a corrido or música mexicana. And so I'm like, corrido bélica. I just was so confused. Or no, cumbia bélica. See? I'm
cumbia bélica.
Cumbia bélica.
Yeah.
And he called it. And he was like, see, I told you. And then somebody from RCA, the label RCA, sent me a freaking video clip because he's Yahir is drinking hypnotic. He's drinking hypnotic in the video. So I feel like people at first were kind of clowning the video because it's the visuals didn't really go with the beat.
What was, yeah.
Because obviously the letra goes with the beat, or the letra goes with the visuals, but the beat doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's everything. A lot of people are saying it's that they're copying Pegaso.
So it's it was a little fresa belicón.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But Yahir is hitting.
He is. And you know what's funny? You know how this new genre or whatever of cumbias bélicas, I actually told my person, can you imagine Duranguense bélico?
That'd be crazy.
That would be interesting.
But I can see that happening.
Really?
Yeah, because did you think cumbias bélicas were going to happen? No, it just sounds crazy.
But it goes together. And then I was thinking about it. And then I was like, can you imagine música duranguense, pero bélica?
Yeah.
I can't.
Como
que no me nace el sonido en la cabeza, el tono ni nada no me nace en la cabeza.
But it's the same thing with what's happening now. And it's so many people are listening to Yahir, people you would never think are listening to Yair. And if you go back a couple of episodes, I talk about how there's going to be this explosion coming out of Tamaulipas. And this is like, this is before Yair.
This is before Yair, yeah.
At least before we knew about Yair.
Because Ari, did we mention Ari is from Tamaulipas?
Ari is from Tamaulipas.
Okay.
He's from Valle Hermoso. And from my understanding, Yair is like 30 minutes away in Tamaulipas. I'm not sure exactly like what rancho he's from, but he's from Tamaulipas, and Ari's been telling me like, YaYa, like Tamaulipas, and I already know because just based off of
que hay mucho talento en Tamaulipas.
Hay bastante talento en Tamaulipas. So I definitely knew there was going to be explosion in music when it comes to Tamaulipas. So I'm really excited. We just shot a video with Ari Ascenso Recio, and he was being like very particular about certain cultural things that needed to be in this video, like the focos verdes, like in the trucks, like
el foquito verde.
El foquito verde. Like he was just being very particular, like, yeah, I need this in the video and I need that in the video. And then today we were watching, what's the name of the new song that came out?
En la Caravana.
En la Caravana, that Yahir dropped today. Or no, like
no, he didn't drop it today. He dropped it a couple days ago.
Yeah, like 3 days ago he dropped.
But he incorporates El Foquito Verde and also in the, I don't remember what video, I don't want to say the name, but he has incorporated the same Foquito Verde in another one. Yeah. I don't remember the name, which song, but he
and that was very important for Adi. He was like, we have to have this Foquito Verde. And I'm like, okay, so visually that's what we did.
Y YaYa le compró su Foquito Verde.
Yeah, we like made sure we had the Foquito Verde for the video, but I'm really excited to see what's going to come out of Tamaulipas because it's really just going to be like, it's just this explosion coming out of there right now.
I agree.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. And Yair, if you're watching this, collab with Ascenso Recio because they are tight.
Porque son tus compas y viven ahí down the street de ti.
We have a song actually coming out very soon. Adi, we already recorded it. With Los Complices, and Los Complices have already collabed with Yair.
With Yair already?
Yeah, so it's like a bit like me personally, I would love if everybody could like collab together. That'd be really tight. Yair, we love you. Do you know who? Boom, popper. Yeah. Do you know who has been posting Yair a lot? Who I would have never even
imagine
would know Yair's music?
Who?
Mexican OT. He has been, he's been posting Yair a lot, and I think that's super cool. That would be tight to see a collab with them. But I want to talk about Mexican OT a little bit, just because to open this conversation. To be honest, I've always been very honest in anything that I ever talk about. When I first heard La Cobra, that was produced by TB Robbie, I believe TB's out of San Antonio. I've had a couple conversations here and there online with TB. I was La Cobra was a banger for sure. There was absolutely, there was absolutely no doubt that La Cobra was an absolute banger. And I think that's kind of like maybe the song that got OT moving and kind of made him more of a household name. But at first I almost thought that OT's sound and the way that he like rolled his R's and like his visuals, I almost thought it was like a gimmick. Low key, like I almost thought, I was like, okay, this is like a gimmick. Like he's kind of like biting off of Mexican shit. And then I got to know him just through like work stuff and like spent a little bit of time with him in the studio and spent some time with him in Bay City on some video sets. D Green is his videographer, who's also one of my videographers. So we met mutually through that through him at the Texans game. And I am here to tell you guys, like OT is not a gimmick. Well, that's one thing I can tell you guys from personal experience and just spending a little bit of time with him this month. He really talks like that. He is really a country ass motherfucker from Bay City. He is probably one of like his work ethic. I have worked with so many artists. I have been around so many artists. His work ethic is incredible. And I feel like he pushes his team to work harder than he does. Like it's really crazy. So I think that's really, really cool that he is, in my opinion, and I will say this, actually, this isn't even my opinion, this is facts. As much as we all thought SPM was the biggest Mexican rapper, Mexican OT is the biggest Mexican rapper that we have, at least that I've seen in my lifetime, just based off of the collabs that he's doing with other rappers, and he's really been welcomed into the rap community. And I think it's really cool that he's supporting somebody like Yair, because Yair is like, I feel like that's our style of music
That's
that we
our
love.
style for sure. Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely wanted to bring that conversation up because I think Yahir is getting a lot of support from a lot of unexpected people. And I love that.
And he's been making music for a long time.
Yeah.
And así como decimos todo el tiempo, con una canción que te pegue, boom.
Yeah.
Subes como espuma y así como la espuma se baja, tienes que quedarte allá arriba para mantener and keep putting out good music para que te quedes allá arriba y no te... You know?
But I think it's cool sometimes just sometimes artists that you are just not like the biggest fans of, you can actually get to know them and you become fans of who they are and their work ethic. And I think that's kind of just something that happened with OT. And then there's artists sometimes that you are the biggest fans.
And he's so humble.
He's so humble, bro.
Like whenever we were in Austin for South by Southwest,
yeah,
he just walks out, pretends that he don't be like with security, he like nothing. He's just not saying that like you had like if you were with security you're not humble. I'm just saying, but he's
así
very like
chanclas.
Yeah, like in chanclas and chores, así nomás walking down 6th Street, así like acting like a regular person.
Yeah. And I love that. I think that also like adds to the appeal of the everyday person can relate to him more than if he's just fucking iced the fuck out and designer down. Like nobody cares. Like who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
You know?
Emphasis on who cares.
Cares.
Can I take a shot?
Yeah, you want to take a shot? I think that's a good shotty time. What are we drinking today?
We're drinking to episode 5.
Okay.
And
what's the name of the tequila?
Oh, what are we drinking?
Yeah,
what are we drinking to?
We've already had
okay, so I'm like, I don't know.
We've already had like
5
shots, by the way.
Sorry, I already been drinking. We're drinking Adictivo Tequila, double reposado, 100% agave.
And this is fire. It is probably one of the
it's actually very good.
Yes. I've ever had. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
It was a little much.
Drinking shots. You guys, go ahead.
You guys, so I haven't drank like this in a long time. I've actually been put up in the shelf since February. Or probably a little bit before that, but I haven't been going out. I haven't been drinking. I've just been inside. YaYa has actually been here since Friday, and I have not seen her until today.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other all weekend, which is crazy.
Because she was here for a event.
Yeah, I was here for Von Miller Day, which is
it was Saturday.
Yeah, 7th annual Von Miller Day, and I come every year. So.
I told YaYa that I would not be participating in those events, that I wanted to stay home.
Yeah.
So this is probably the most that I have drank in a long time.
Yeah, and I am on month 2 of semi-glutide. I have lost a little over 10 pounds. I think I haven't weighed myself yet this week because it's Monday, but
you should wait until the beginning of the month. So like till May 1st to see.
I should be at like around like I started at 189. So I should be at like 1.
Oh, I want to say that you're probably going to like looking at you said 189?
I started at 189.
You're probably like 175. Ish.
If I weigh myself by the end of the week, maybe.
Yeah.
But like these pants, hold on, I'm gonna show you because I'm really excited about these pants. These pants, I bought them at the beginning. I bought them last month. Or no, I bought them this month, at the beginning of this month. And look how loose they are.
Ooh. Y'all, look. YaYa's thick. Look at her. Whoa.
I gotta stop shaking my ass on camera. My mom's not going for that. I gotta cut.
Does your mom watch the episodes? Because my mom doesn't. That's why I'm just asking.
My mom says that she doesn't, but my mom is really a creeper and she'll go watch stuff like in hiding. So I think she's a creeper. And you know my mom, and I'm pretty sure she's a creeper.
Speaking of Yaya's mom, I love Yaya's mom. The last time that I was in Austin for South by Southwest, it was her and her sister.
Oh yeah, my tia.
And her tia. And one of Yaya's cousins had called her about like something about like she was pregnant or something or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, so her granddaughter was pregnant.
Yeah, but I thought it was so cute how YaYa had ordered some donuts because she had kind of told her like how she wanted like to tell her since she wasn't in
Austin,
the city,
yeah.
in Austin. And whenever she had called her and we took her the donuts con la nota arriba and she read it, she started crying.
Yeah,
And I was just like,
she announced, like, we basically like announced for my cousin that she would be having a baby to my aunt, and we did it with a box of donuts, and she just started crying, and it was.
But
like,
I was telling Yayis, and I'm just like, dang. Whenever I told my mom that I was pregnant, she was pissed. My mom didn't cry, and she wasn't all happy. She was actually, well, no, hold on. She wasn't pissed, but she was like, ¿Cómo? Like, you know, like confusion. But I was just like, dang. I don't know, but I just love Yayi's mom and her family. They've always been very, very welcoming to me since I've met her. And they have always opened their doors to me with her brothers and everything. Everybody has always been so nice to me.
Yeah, but my family's like that. One thing I always say is like, I'm very grateful for, even in my extended family, like we all get along. It wasn't always like that, but we all get along. Like we all support each other. Yeah,
now it's like that.
We're older,
yeah,
we all support each other. And we're all happy for each other and whatever we have going on. So I'm very, very grateful to come from a family like that, because I know not everybody does.
Yeah, because it's definitely not easy.
Mm-hmm. So
did you see the lineup for
Belico Fest?
Belico Fest?
I did. Who was on it?
Pues it was muchos, pero the main ones was Luis R., Gerardo Ortiz, Padrinito Toy, Junior H., Oscar Maidon, and a couple more.
I seen
Jaylene Ojeda también ahí estaba.
The homie Jaylene hosted it. She was one of our guests episode 3?
Episode 3.
She was our guest for episode 3. She hosted it and she did a good job. I saw some video clips that she posted. She did a really good job, and she didn't seem, she's such a nervous person, and I feel like she wasn't.
She's like us. She'd be so nervous, and I'd be so nervous. You'd be so nervous. It just happens. It's a girl thing sometimes.
But she did good, I think.
She did really good. And then she was saying, I was watching her story because she was saying that she was like, I feel like my outfit makes my legs look small and my ass look small. She looked thick to me. She looked great. Yeah, her ass looked huge. He's like nodding like, yeah, she did.
Do you know who else was there that I feel like doesn't get enough recognition? Chachito. And I'm looking up, because we know his songs, but I don't want to fuck this up. So I want to look
that
up
he's written
the songs that he has written,
composed.
Because the songs that he has composed probably
some bangers,
probably some of the biggest songs in this genre of música mexicana at this time. Lady Gaga's one of them. Let me see, composiciones.
Vamos para arriba también, ¿no?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Hold on, I'm about to... God, there's just... you know what song is my favorite by him? La Incansable del Insta. That's my favorite song by him. Dang
the one that Luis R. sings?
The one that...
Luis R. sings?
Yeah, but I think it's the one that he sings with... I think it's just him and somebody else. I don't like the one Luis R. sings that much.
Oh, no, the other one that I'm talking about, Luis R. is...
Oh, I found it.
La mamoncita del Insta es la de, ajá.
Yeah,
sí.
That's right. That's correct. He has written Descansando by Fuerza Régida, Días Nublados, Como Jordan, Gente de Accionar by, who's that? Codiciado, no?
Codiciado.
I'm going to keep going because I'm going to name I'm going to name his top 10. These are
please do, because
these are the most streamed. Mente Positiva, which at this time had 278 million views, I'm assuming. I don't know if these are streams or views. And Paris, 274
million.
Yeah, okay. 274 million. Obviously by now it's way more than that. Disfruto lo malo, Nata and Junior's on it too, no? Yeah, Junior and Nata. He wrote that song as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hurry up. Se Amerita by Junior H.
Oh, that's our song.
If you know, you know. That is me and Jodye's song.
Junto a mi carnal, no es de sangre, pero demostró lealtad.
Fin de semana, 457 million. and Lady Gaga 482 million. Obviously, by now it's way more. It's probably double that, honestly, by now. And I don't know if those are streams. I don't know if those are views. I don't know if that's a combo. But Chachito is probably. We actually had an opportunity to meet him in Mexico City.
We met him in Mexico City. So we met him in Mexico City when we got stranded out there when there was a hurricane. I mean, an earthquake. My bad. I know we talked about it, but the earthquake literally happened as we had gone inside the church.
Yeah. We have talked about this story before.
15 minutes into going in the church. But yeah, so maybe a couple of days after tuvieron una privada, ¿verdad?
It was a privada with Chachito,
It was Chachito, Oscar Maidon, Gabito, Carrera.
Shout out Carrera.
And I think that was it, no?
Yeah.
And then pues todos los músicos de ellos and all of them.
But yeah, we were introduced by him by Alex and Chucho. We were over there meeting up with Alex and Chucho. And Alex and Chucho, I have to say, their clothing line, Sad Boys Clothing, which is the collab that they have with Junior H, is the number one brand in Zoomies. It is the number one brand in Zoomies. And if you know Alex and Chachito, Alex and Chucho, their designs are hard as fuck.
Yeah, their designs are tight.
They have super hard designs. Chucho actually is junior stylist, no? Yeah, he's junior stylist, but they're killing it right now. And I'm so excited to see that. And they're collabing with so many people and so many different artists and so many different labels, and they're killing it. And I think that's so cool to see. And they're young. They're like late 20s.
Late 20s.
Yeah, like late 20s. I don't even think they're in their 30s yet.
No, they're not.
To have the number one brand in Zoomies, and it's a Mexican brand, is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's another Latino owned brand that I wanted to shout out, Slumped. So I recently got to meet Cesar and his girl from Slump. They're a Houston-based brand, and they're killing it. When I say killing it, everybody is wanting to collab with them right now. I had went to some random like hat drop or something in the middle of the day. It was like 3 p.m. and people were lined up.
It was flooded.
People were like lined up for a drop the next day. This was just a couple weeks. This was maybe like 2-3 weekends ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a drop coming up, and I was like, "What are y'all like waiting for?" And they're like, "We're waiting for the Slump drop." And I'm like, "Holy moly!" But I was put on to Slumped whenever they dropped when the Astros won the World Series. They had put out like a big World Series capsule or whatever. Sorry, I'm not a fashionista, so I'm not sure if that's even the right term. But they had put out this big world, and I started ordering. Like, I was actually a fan of their brand and a customer of theirs before I got to meet Cesar and his girl. And they're like really, really good people. They're super good people. They have a lot of support, not just in Houston, but just all over the world. They have a lot of support. And I think that's so cool to see these like Latino clothing brands. Mexican. These are Mexican owned clothing brands, and they're doing so well. And I think that's really cool to see. So I wanted to shout them out. I was actually wearing a dress before this, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna support the home team, and I'm gonna go a little cash today and support.
I like the fit. It's very cute.
Support.
I wish I could pull off stuff like that. I would be more comfortable.
We're so opposite. You're so comfortable dressed up, and I'm so uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm comfortable like this, and you're comfortable like that, and I want to be comfortable like that.
Yeah, but you look good either way. You always look good.
Thank you.
You guys, I have been trying for 5 years to work with this group from Houston. Their name is Clave H3. They're the first group that I ever wanted to work with in Houston. I was trying to do everything in my power to work with them, but work with them the right way and really do things the right way. They did the collab with...
Yeah, I was going to say, the music video that I was in was
also
Clave H3 and Ari.
Yeah, so they collabed with Ascenso Recio. That's, like I said, how we met. And this was like 5 years ago. You know, like 4 or 5 years ago.
It was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, going on 5. Really
going on to 5, possibly. Yeah.
And this is the one group that I just really wanted to work with, and they ended up having another situation go on, and XYZ, and finally one day we just chopped it up, and I was like, I really want to sign you guys and work with you guys, sign y'all over to Afinarte and really work with you guys. And we were able to make it happen just last week, and I'm so excited because Clave has always been somebody that I wanted to work with.
Yeah, y la mera verdad, ellos no me acuerdo cómo se llama el álbum que sacaron, pero sacaron un álbum que tenía mucha potencial para subir así como espuma.
Yeah.
There were a lot of songs on that album that I'm just like, dang. And I remember I would tell you like, damn, YaYa, like, there's a lot of songs on this album that would have blew up with the correct
situation.
With the correct motion. Mm-hmm. And I think they're a good grupo. And they definitely have a lot of potential.
The name of the album was If You Know, You Know. And there was a song on there. It came out in 2021. So it came out Sin Ti. Clave had this song called Sin Ti that I promise you I would lay in bed.
She would cry to this song.
I would cry to this song because this song.
I think I did too, but
yeah. This song, Ricky, I don't know who wrote it. I don't know if it was Ricky. I don't know who wrote it. But Ricky's voice just fit the letra so perfectly, and you could hear the pain in Ricky's voice. You could hear it, and I would cry at night to this song, and I don't think I've ever, maybe I have told him this, I don't know. But that was the song specifically that I was like, damn, they're so good. I remember listening to, and I know people are going to be like, how are you going to make that comparison? But I'm telling you my personal experiences with music and songs and how they've affected me personally. And I remember hearing Nirvana for the first time, and I remember just hearing Kurt Cobain's voice and just feeling that same pain that I could feel in Ricky's voice with Sin Ti. And I would always tell people that. People would be like, you're tripping. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, that's just how I feel.
There's another song de Clave H3 que me gustaba mucho, se llama Saca la bolsita.
Saca la bolsita.
Saca la bolsita, la letra... The letras, I really like that song. Pero sí, ellos tuvieron muchas canciones que yo pienso que deberían de haber tenido la oportunidad de ya estar en otro, like just like in another space when it came to like the whole music.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in Houston who wanted to sign Clave. A lot of people in Houston.
Not even just Houston, like
a lot of people who are very big names now, and even were big names then that really wanted to sign Clave. But you know, at the end of the day, you have to go with your gut, and they went with their gut, and that's, you know, whatever. But everything is a learning lesson, and you just have to grow from your experiences. And so I'm super excited. We're kind of just building. We're kind of just building a team right now in Houston between Ascenso, Clave, Segunda, Equilibrio. I feel like we're just building a team. We had 3 video shoots this last week. My brain wanted to explode, but we got through them, and everybody's now just helping each other. And it's so cool because to have artists who all get along in the city and on the same label
is difficult.
It's very difficult, and it does not happen. And I'm absolutely grateful. And I tell them all the time, use this as your opportunity to just grow. Because y'all have each other's backs. Everybody in the city fucks with y'all, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at that. Are there any songs right now that you just can't stop listening to? Why are you smiling like that?
I'm not.
You are. You're definitely smiling.
No, it's just the album that I listen to over and over and over and over again.
What album is it?
I can't say.
Why?
I don't think I should.
Okay. I mean, it's just you're just saying what album it is.
It's a cumbia album.
Is it?
It's a cumbia light album.
Cumbia light? Okay.
Yeah. That I've been listening to the album since it came out, but
yeah.
Yeah, you're making me sweat.
I'm sorry. Is it like the is it like the this is how long have you been like on this album? Like for the whole month?
Probably longer.
Yeah.
But it's the album that I've listened to since it came out because I really like the album.
It's just your shit. It's
a
good album.
What are you listening to?
Oh man.
Oh, actually, there's a song. I played it earlier in the car. I don't know if you remember. Se llama, I was just like, dang, how is this not? Pero.
Los Socios del Ritmo?
No,
Well, that's what you were playing.
No, not that one. Se llama Amor. Y el que la canta se llama Emanuel Cortés.
Oh.
But it's a good song, pero se escucha muy parecido a una canción de Eslabón Armado, literal.
Really?
But it's not the same song.
Which one came out first?
Let me see.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes you can look, when you work in music, so much janky shit goes on. And
July 28, 2023, so I believe esta salió primero que la otra.
This is what I have experienced.
Pero, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
We don't know.
I'm just saying.
Right. But the thing about it is, even if a song came out before another song, whether it's months or years, obviously y'all know this, so many times like songs and compositions and letras and all that shit gets jacked just from the like songwriting community and the artist community. It's really crazy. One of my artists literally just last week sent me a video of some kids recording from his hometown, recording a video, and he was like, YaYa, this is my song. And he sent me the letra, he sent me the exact tonada, everything was exact.
Pero
and they were recording his song.
¿Lo estaban grabando como cover or they were really trying to jack it?
They jacked his song. And he was like, what do I do? And I was like, I'm about to DM them right now because I'm about to get on their motherfucking ass. And I'm about to tell them our lawyers are, but like, because we are really lawyered up. You know what I'm saying? So don't play with us on that.
It's the song, the one by Eslabón that goes like, baby, do you remember that beat?
The one with Frontera. No, that's the Frontera song.
Yeah.
Is it Eslabón en Frontera?
No. Yeah, it's Frontera en Eslabón, ¿no? Yeah, that one. Pero se escucha como...
Really?
Ajá.
Where are they from? Where's he from? Do you know?
Emmanuel Cortés, no, I don't know where he's from.
Ooh.
I didn't look into him. But that song was released in 2023, July.
But that song, I think, was probably written around the same time.
The Frontera one?
Yeah, because when it's...
not sure.
The thing is when songs get written, sometimes it takes years to come out.
Yeah, I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no, because I'm not sure.
We don't know.
Pero se parecen las canciones, but it's still a good song. I like it. I just heard it the other day because it was on my playlist on YouTube.
What's new in your world? Anything? Want to take a shot?
I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot.
That's always our go-to. When we're like, what are we talking about? Just take a shot. And then
I'll take a shot.
Puras mamadas ya empiezan a salir.
Sí, no quiero hablar de esas cosas hoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ready?
Yeah. ¿Tú?
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to find a way to set up a podcast. Maybe our homie KG over here can help us. We need to find a way to set up in our home so when we're not with each other, we can get on the ball. Because From home, because this once a month shit is not going to work.
Yep. I agree.
We got to be a little bit more consistent. We're starting to have some people follow us that sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, we actually get excited that certain people are following us or certain brands or companies are following us. And I feel like we just need to be a little bit more consistent.
I agree. What do you think, KG? Yeah.
Yeah.
What? StreamYard?
What's that?
What is that?
What's StreamYard? Is that like what everybody's streaming now?
It's a better version of Zoom.
Of Zoom?
So it's like, so you can do the mobile podcasts. Yeah. You know what a lot of people are doing right now? A lot of people are streaming their everyday lives.
I know. When I used to play games, I thought I was a streamer myself.
Really?
Yeah, I have a streaming account.
You do?
Yes.
I wish I knew. If you knew Jodye, you know how funny this shit is because this girl is not a streaming personality.
No, but it's because every time that I talk about that I play games, everybody thinks it's funny, but I do play games.
No, she really does play games.
Like YaYa would call me sometimes. I haven't played games in a minute. I haven't had time. But sometimes YaYa will call me in the middle of the night and I'll be playing Call of Duty because I won't have anything else to do.
Yeah, she really is a gamer, but to imagine her streaming herself while she's gaming is crazy.
Yeah, I streamed like probably to my 2 followers that I had, but I still tried it. Yeah, I was still am, but not as much. But I am a gamer. I am. I know I don't look like one, but don't judge me on the.
But there's a lot of fine little young tenderonis that are streaming and making a lot of money off of it right now. Like a lot.
I should have kept streaming since I quit my YouTube career.
Did you be watching Aiden Ross?
Some, not everything. I watched the one that he did con JOP.
Oh, yeah, with JOP.
Cuando pasó eso, lo que pasó con su artista, como que no se podía enfocar.
Yeah. Oh, I think we talked about him on the last
episode.
Yeah,
we talked,
no? He's killing shit. Oh, you know who's a new streamer who I like a lot?
Who?
Sketch. Have you heard of Sketch? I like Sketch a lot. Yeah, I like Sketch so much. He's kind of almost like this introverted, like almost nerdy kid, but everybody is fucking with him right now. Like he just went to the draft and like announced the pick for the Texans, and people love him so much. Like the Texans are fucking with him. So many people are fucking with him.
It just brought back memories that I want.
What? Why are you laughing? Why? Jodye already got that tequila in her system.
Because I was there last year.
Oh, yeah, you sure were at the draft last year. And not for reasons that y'all would think, but she was for sure.
Okay, stop.
You're the one who brought it up, friend.
No, I know, but I know you were going to be like, why are you laughing?
Yeah, anyway, sorry. I did not know that's why you were laughing. But anyways, Sketch, he said that I think he like prayed that he wanted to meet new people and he wanted to make more friends. And his streams just like blew up after that. Mm-hmm. And so he talked about just like the power of prayer and Sketch. How important it is to manifest things like that. Yeah. So look him up whenever.
My TikTok's probably listening to you, so it's probably gonna like my algorithm agent, when I get home. So when I'm swiping later on, Sketch, it's gonna pop up on my thing. Yeah. But no, I've never seen him.
Are you ready for summer?
I'm ready for summer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Are you gonna be in a string bikini on a beach somewhere?
Probably not.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't planned that far into the future yet.
Man, all I'm trying to do this summer
is be outside.
If there's, I don't even want to be outside.
Be outside, like laying out on the beach.
Yeah, I don't want to be in no clubs. I don't want to be at any of my friends' clubs. I don't want to do none of that. I do not want to be in the city of Houston.
I don't either. For my birthday, I just want to be happy on the water.
It is about to be my best friend's birthday. Mm-hmm. And you saying on the water, I feel like you're being kind of specific about somewhere that you want to be on the water.
No, like I just need to see water.
Yeah. But I know what you mean by that. Because I know you and I know what you've been doing for the past month.
No, like I'm being for real, like on the water.
Yeah, I know. You just want to be around water and people who love you, and you just want to have a good birthday.
Yeah. I don't care to go to like
too much more. I know what you're getting at.
Well,
perhaps
you're right.
Perhaps. But your birthday's coming up, friend. Mm-hmm. How old are you gonna be?
No.
Say it. I'm 38, dude. Come on.
I'm gonna be 28.
Yeah. Celebration of life. You're in your 20s. You know.
I know, but you know how every time that cuando se acerca mi cumpleaños me da como ansiedad. I get birthday anxiety. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I get birthday anxiety and I don't like to think about it.
I cry every year on my birthday.
I'm probably going to cry this year también.
Yeah, last year I literally called Jodye having an anxiety attack, streaming tears about my birthday, and then actually did cry on my birthday.
And I hate it because, so one thing that I can definitely stand down on is I'm always present.
Yes.
I'm very present. Excuse my accent. Present. Pizza.
Jodye is so Mexican, y'all. Pizza. Present.
I'm very present whenever it comes to being in people that I care, like in the lives of people that I care about.
Yes.
So the fact that last year I was not able, because there was a winter storm, right?
It was a really bad storm in Houston. The airports were shut down.
The airports were shut down.
It was like the only day that happened.
I couldn't drive because at that time I had a different vehicle and my truck didn't have 4x4. And if I had 4x4, I would have drove out there.
But even if you had 4x4, the roads were fucked up. Like there
Yeah,
was nobody driving in and
point
out of
is
the
like the
cities.
roads were fucked up, messed up, very, very, very messed up. And I hated it that I couldn't even go to sleep that in the morning. I called one of her friends, Kia. I called her probably like at 7 in the morning. And I'm just like, hey, like whenever you get up, like, can you please go to a flower shop and buy her flowers and buy her a cake and buy her this and buy her that. Everything that I was going to do, I made somebody else did it, even though I couldn't be there. Because that's one thing that I don't have a lot of friends. I just have her and my best friend, Jen. So I have 2 girlfriends that I've been friends with for a very long time. Because I don't believe, like I know
you don't
that.
believe in quantity.
I don't believe in quantity.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in quality. And I don't need anybody else because I feel like the quality that I have in my life is sufficient. And I know I don't need nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody else which 9 times out of 10, you will never see me hanging around with anybody besides her or my family or my other friend, Jen, because she's been my childhood friend for like, I think this year is going to be 17 years that I've been friends with her. Because I just don't believe that you could just make friends overnight and they're going to be like loyal to you. And because, there's so much grimy stuff that be going on that I just don't believe in that. So one thing that I can say is that I've always been very present and I consider myself a good friend. So with that aspect, like just the fact that I couldn't make it last year to her birthday, it sucked.
It sucked. And I was so hurt, but there was literally nothing either. Like there was nothing we could do about it. It was one of those situations where it's like she literally could not make it.
Like literally, like I could not be there. Not that I didn't want to. Yeah. There was no way that I could go from Dallas to Houston with this snowstorm. So this year, whenever we went to Mexico City, we partied it like if it was making up from last year and this year combined. So
yeah, one thing I always say that I'm very. Can we take a shot before I start crying? Let's take a shot real quick before we end this episode because I want to end this episode on a good note.
Okay.
But let's take a shot.
Yeah.
One thing that I always have said since I met Jodye is that I hope that every woman at least one time in their life gets to have a friendship that we have because we have women are always in competition with each other and women are always comparing themselves to each other and whatever.
And it's always like anonymous things that you would not even expect that people have like secret animosity towards you and
over stupid shit,
over dumb stuff
that you wouldn't even think. But I have always said that I really hope that not even just every woman, that every person in their life gets to experience the type of friendship we have because it's just a real friendship. We're never, even if we get frustrated with each other, como que lo arreglamos ahí mismo.
Yeah, instantly. And I know that it may look like me and YaYa never argue, but we have argued a lot of times. I have cried to YaYa whenever she yells at me. I cry.
But I don't yell. Hold on. But I don't yell. You're making it seem like I just be yelling at you.
No, not yell, but like you do raise your voice at me, and I'm very sensitive.
I don't raise my voice, but
you get frustrated.
I have a lot of stuff, and I'm very sorry for when I do get I get snappy.
No, I bet I know like that's how it is. So I don't take it like,
I think snappy is the right word.
Okay, snappy. Okay.
Sometimes I get snappy with Jodye when we're in like very high energy situations. I remember one time specifically, Jodye won't admit this, but she accidentally spilled a drink on my head, but she'll say that it was me because she said that I did my hand like this.
Yeah, and I was drunk and I don't remember
and I was like,
I just remember her hand going like this, so I don't remember like if I dropped it or if like her hand movement caused it. Drunk, I don't know. I don't remember.
But anyways, a drink spilled on my head and it was already so hot outside. We were in Miami for billboards.
Oh yeah.
And we were at a private party. It was like Frontera and...
It was Frontera, Karin Leon, and like I don't remember who else. Those are the only 2 that we got to saw before. Like
it was like some private party. Like,
we got there late.
Like 200 people there. Maybe 200 people there.
Yeah, we got there late.
Yeah, it's already hot as shit. There's so many people like in the music industry there. And I'm already, when y'all don't know this, but when I'm hot, I am frustrated.
Yeah, she gets frustrated.
And a drink I was sitting like this and Jodye was standing above me and a whole drink spilled on my head. And I remember being like, bro, like, are you fucking for real? But I didn't say that. I was just like,
No.
I didn't say that. I was like, I'm going home. And Jodye was like, why? I was like, bro, you just spilled a drink on top of my head. And Jodye just looks at me and she's like, and she just starts crying. And then I'm like,
because I felt so bad.
And then I'm like, bro, Jody's so sensitive. And I'm like, fuck, bro, now I feel like shit. And then I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. Just give me a napkin or something. And then she's like, here, and she hands me like a toallita. And then I think the white stuff from the toallita like started coming out in my head. And I'm just like, bro, this is just not a night to look fine.
And then, okay, so for the Billboard Awards, I don't know if y'all know, but Peso Pluma was at Live.
Yeah.
So this night as well, it was my fault. It was definitely my fault. I didn't bring was it my passport or my ID or it was one of those two. And the only way for me to get into Live like with them is if I had one of those two, and I just happened to forget it whenever I was leaving the room. Mm-hmm. So that day,
and it was like this night in particular was chaos.
Yeah, it was very hectic. That like I understood 1000% like how YaYa was feeling. We get to the door
and Jody's like, I don't have my ID, and I was like, we just went through so much shit.
Yeah. But it wasn't intentional. I didn't intentionally forget my ID. Like I was just looking through my bag and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have my ID. So then all of them were able to get in. And there was this girl that would not like.
She was following us everywhere.
She was following us everywhere. I could not get her off me.
I think she worked like production for Billboard or something. And she was like,
yeah, because she was at the YouTube event that we went to.
Yeah, she was just trying to hang out with us, which is fine. Like we're very nice and like, cool. Yeah, come on. Yeah. So
then, she was the one that, cause I told YaYa, I'm just like, hey, like they're letting me in, but they're not letting me in if it's like her as well. Yeah. Like they're only letting me in. Yeah. So YaYa was like, well, find a way to shake her. Literally, that's what she texted me. She was like, shake her. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? So then,
and I'm not like that, but that night,
it was literally very limited. It was already getting over capacity. So I was just like, yeah, like she cannot go in there. So I was just like, so I told the girl, I was just like, oh, I'm not going inside. Like, I'm going to just go back to the room. And she's like, no, ¿cómo vas a dejar que una noche así, like, to ruin your night and blah, blah, blah. And then me faking, like, if I was going to go back to the room, right? And I'm just like, no, like, I'm just not in the mood. Like, I'm just going to go back to the room. So she goes with me back to the room. She doesn't go in the room. She stays in the taxi. Like, I get off. And then she's like, are you sure you're not going to come back? And I'm like, no, I'm not going. Dude. So I tell her to leave. She takes a taxi. I come back down and I order another taxi or another Uber. I don't remember, but
basically she shook her.
Basically, I shook her, just like YaYa said, right? And then I'm pulling up to the event and it's me trying to get in. They let me in now because it's just me. I have my passport. I already tried getting in like 13 times. So they're like, okay, come on, bitch, come inside. Whatever. So as I'm walking to the section where YaYa's at, the girl passes by me and she grabs me. And she's like, I thought you said que no ibas a regresar. And I was just like, I changed my mind.
Bro, it wasn't even embarrassing.
It was just like it was so.
I was like, how did this girl make her way in? And mind you, like,
that's what I was just like, what?
Mind you, we have a table on the floor. So like our shit is popping. If you know, like, you know, I'd be out there working, you know, with the labels I'd be working with and stuff, but we're like turned, like we're lit. So I'm like, how the fuck did they let this girl that they wouldn't?
So she got there first than me. So I was just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. But that was just another example of like, whenever me and Jodye have little beefs, we fix them right then and there. It might take a couple of minutes, but we fix them right then and there.
So then I get to the table and YaYa was like, here,
take a shot.
Like if nothing happened. Yeah. So it's like, we always manage to figure out whenever we do bump heads, because I mean, it happens, you know, like no friendship, relationship, any type of amistad is going to be perfect. It's always going to be something. So we have always been able to manage it without any
major plexes.
Any major,
Yeah. Well. Cheers to episode 5. We need to really buckle down. We're gonna bring you on more content, I promise. We're gonna start vlogging more.
We are we're working on that. We've been thinking about it. We've been talking about doing this for a month already?
Yeah.
Over a month already?
Yeah.
So,
but we are very proud of ourselves because even we have really turned an idea into actually doing it and getting it done. And we did not think that that was going to happen. And here we are, episode 5.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who have a lot of artists that we really like who have started DMing us and leaving comments on our pages, and major brands and companies who are following us now.
And even like one of like our friends from like big labels that are like, y'all need to continue, like just motivational words that we're just like, wow, you know, that it just makes us keep going.
Yeah. And we know it's genuine. We know that they're not just telling us that to make us feel good. But
I agree.
Cheers to Shot Ones.
Episode 5. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe so we could hit our 100 subs. Episode 6, we're already going to have over 100 subs. 1000%. So we're ready. Yes.
Yeah. On the way to 1,000.
Yes.
Cheers. Love you. Love you. Fuck.